Okay, on this video, you will learn about how to grow deposits without cannibalizing existing low-cost deposits. And I'll talk to you about what's going on in a minute. But before I forget, if you're serious about growing deposit, you may want to check out a webinar that I put together for you by typing go to bankwebinar.com. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, here's another question from Greg. So he asked, so when I asked him what is the number one question about growing deposits, and he asked about growing deposit without cannibalizing existing low-cost deposit. And that's a great question, Greg. And I thought about that. So once again, this all relates to the market trend that I talked about earlier. So for the market right now, they shows that banks are willing to pay high interest rate to attract more deposits. So this is the screenshot that I took from bankrate.com to show that just a lot of options, like in this case 9 best money market accounts in August that for banks willing to pay high rate to attract more deposits. Like I said, you have only two options. Option number one is to really join the race, join the pack, to join into the bandwagon of banks offering high interest rate to attract more new accounts and grow your deposit. And it all boils down to the question is that how much are you willing to invest to acquire one customers? So what I found out is this. I just picked one of the fintech bank that paying about 2.57% APY and try to analyze what is the economics behind paying with a very high interest rate. Okay, so here's what I found out. So let's go with one example, shall we? So this case, and we talked about a deposit of $10,000 at 2.57%. So Wealthfront will pay customers, in this case, $257 in interest. So at the end of 12 months, that customer should have had $10,257. Now what that means is Wealthfront pays $257 in interest, and what happened is that since Wealthfront is not a bank, it's just a fintech company, and there are lots of banks that are struggling to get deposit. So what happened is that Wealthfront reached out to those banks and said, hey, we have a way to get you a lot of deposit. Would you be interested in joining us, right? I said, hell yeah, I want deposit, right? So they joined Wealthfront network, and Wealthfront said, I give you deposit, and what happened? So what happened is that I said, great. Those partner bank will pay Wealthfront about 2% in interest rate because Wealthfront is bringing deposits to them, right? So as a result, in this case of $10,000, those partner bank will pay Wealthfront $200. So in the end, Wealthfront is only responsible for $57 or 57 basis points. So that is exactly the cost to acquire one customers. Now, if you know or figure out, your back end product, if you were to pay $257 in interest to attract that customers, how can you get back $257 during the next 12 months, right? Without not breaking even, you want to get more deposit, get more profits. So what are some of the product and services that you want to upsell and cross-sell to them in order to get back that $257? There's another option that you can do besides joining the pack, right? Now, before going further, if you are serious about growing deposit, you may want to check out a webinar I put together by typing go to bankwebinar.com. Okay, you can create new offers. Now, you can architect new offer without offering a high interest rate account like what Wealthfront did, right? Because there are many or multiple products that you can use to increase deposit, such as we're talking about how about health saving account, how about treasury management account, how about wealth management account. Those are the products that you can use to increase deposit. And as a matter of fact, we help our client run run online advertising campaigns to grow deposit in these areas. For example, in the wealth management areas, all right? And same thing, the trust, we use the trust to help them increase more deposit with the wealth management. And what else we got? And with that result, when you compete with, when you use the wealth management campaigns, your competitors, right? You don't have a lot of competitors. You don't have smaller one, but you have big one from Edward Jones, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Merrill Lynch. But guess what? We were able to beat them at their own games, right? As you can see, the blue dot is actually where we are. This is our client, right? We help them run the online campaigns, and you see the remaining dots, or the big four, and we were able to, beat them at their own game and blew them out of the water. See what happens? Okay, I want to, so this graph basically tell you a little bit about the campaigns. I want to explain a little bit. The blue line is basically for the clicks. The orange one is for the impression. The yellow one is for the conversions. And the green one is the cost of running the campaigns. So as a business mind, you would like, okay, how about, what if I want to get maximum result for minimal cost? That is exactly what you see right here. As you can see, the cost line is staying at the bottom, compared to other lines. So what does it mean? It means that from this graph, to be honest with you, when you see that the cost is basically going sideways, it's not increasing or decreasing, going sideways. Meanwhile, some other metrics that you really want, from clicks to conversion, they are popping up real high, right? They are on the upwards trending. So this is exactly what you are looking for into a profitable campaigns. And this is exactly the same blueprint that we use to help our client increase deposit by not using high rates and stuff. And as you can see, we achieved over 4,000% up to $2.9 million in just 90 days. So once again, if you're interested into growing deposit, you can check out a webinar that I put together for you. The same strategy, the entire strategy that one community banks grew deposit to $2.9 million in just 90 days. And you can type in to go to bankwebinar.com to check out